Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 15th going to the 21st of April. Just to let you guys know, I mentioned the giveaway winners like over a week ago now, and I will leave that there just so I can speak about it, but I'm not ready yet. But 3 people don't even know that they've won yet. So it could be you if you entered the giveaways. Make sure that you go and check out my community post, okay? Because I did tag the winners in there. Yeah, there we go. So let's dive into your reading. So you do have the 7th chakra coming up this week. This is actually coming up for a lot of people. So I feel like the universe is really trying to step in and communicate with people. You could have a little bit of a blocked crown chakra. Maybe you're thinking a bit too much, all right, or not connecting to your spirituality enough or your beliefs or connecting with the universe. So this is just a little reminder that they're trying to communicate with you. It can show up in your dreams. It can show up in just a thought that you think about, a song that you just randomly hear or come to mind, or lyrics. Pay attention to the signs of the universe, okay? Because they are trying to speak with you. It's not just a figure of your imagination. I feel like you're really being communicated to by spirit, okay? But let's dive into your reading. I will put that card back in and get you some fresh ones. For my lovely Capricorns this week, please, spirit. Ooh. Interesting. You have 2. First one is financial constraints. So money might be a little bit tough this week, okay? Or maybe it's something you've been experiencing for a little while now. We will dive into what that might mean for you. You also have the door to romance opening up here. So if you're single, definitely could be some love coming up for you. Someone who will be able to find the key to unlock your heart. Or maybe this is representing the fact that you're feeling a little bit more open to love. In terms of people who are already in relationships, I think through difficulty within a relationship, and I'm not speaking toxic things, that's a different category of people. But for those of you who are just dealing with like financial constraints in a relationship, or there's a little bit of bickering about money or about other things that is a difficulty outside of the relationship, I think this is actually helping you guys to bond. It may not feel like it now. But it feels like something about this is bringing passion and teamwork in, okay? Just for some of you, not for all of you. And again, for those in toxic situations, I'm not saying that these hardships that you are experiencing will bring any closeness together. If you're dealing with someone who has a lot of red flags and your gut instinct's telling you to go, you're gonna have to listen to that gut instinct, okay? Maybe somebody is making your finances a bit tough, and it's time to really look at what the problem is. You have 333 coming through here, which is interesting. That is my number of aligning yourself to something that you are manifesting in. But anyway, let's dive into the rest of your cards, Capricorn. Interesting. One more. Okay, we'll take that one fully flipped out here. TikTok, all right, I need to be patient here, guys, and also to let go of a manifestation. If you're manifesting in money or stability, because it doesn't have to just be about money, the TikTok card is saying that the more that you're holding on tightly to something, if it's a timing or something, or when is this going to happen, the more frustrated you're gonna be, and the more chaos you're bringing into your life. Manifestations work best when you release it and trust that the universe is dealing with it. It's like I always say that this clock kind of needs to go away and tick somewhere else before it can come back to you, okay? So that represents your manifestation. You have to let it go. You have to believe it's already coming in. The universe is already dealing with it. Dust your hands away from it, okay? Let it go. Allow it to come to you when the time is right. That could be the same with love, all right? If you're worried that you are never going to find the love of your life, let it go, all right? Feel like it's coming in and it's happening exactly in the timing it needs to, because it is. The more that you're thinking about it, the more that you're going to get frustrated about it. Just let it be. Let the universe do its thing and it will come to you. All right, you actually have more cards than I expected here. So you have a leg up card. Some of you might need to get some help from others. This card is about, there is strength in vulnerability. We don't always have to do absolutely everything. You don't always have to do all the hard work. Sometimes it's a good time, and this week is a good time to let other people do the hard work. For those of you in relationships, or with partnerships, like that could be family members. You could be having to lean on other people at this time, and maybe there's a little bit of issues that you're dealing with about how that makes you feel. But the leg up card is saying if you have people around you who are willing to support you, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to get some support. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It just means that you are dealing with something. I always see you, the person I'm reading for, as the baby polar bear, and sometimes we don't really know how to get out of a situation or to move forward, but somebody does. Okay, so allow yourself to rely on the universe. If the big polar bear is the universe, allow yourself to depend on it to take you where you need to go. The same with family members or people who are here to help you, and same with relationships as well. Maybe you are going through some financially challenging times, but your partner is wanting to help you, and maybe you've been a bit stubborn with it and not allowing them to help you, but you're going to reach a point where you might need to go, okay, I'm gonna allow this person to help me a little bit, but so I can get back on my own feet. Others of you, I really feel like if it's not people, which you will know more than me, it's really about the universe. If you're trying to change your situation or have a manifestation, whether that's love, whether it's finances, whether it's stability in your life, whether it's just to be free of the problems you're facing, you might not know how to create that change or to bring that manifestation to life, but the universe does, okay? So pay attention. The seventh chakra that came up in the beginning of the reading is a very clear sign that they are trying to communicate with you. So again, pay attention to your dreams and what they mean. Write them down as soon as you wake up so that you don't forget it, okay? Because there is some symbolism going on around you that you might not be seeing, okay? You also have the thinker card coming through. Usually comes up when there is an option to keep going down this path or to completely change things up a bit. I almost see this as, yeah, sure, I can progress in my career. I can keep going here, like going down a route that's almost like, yeah, I can work my way up, but do I really want to do that? This can be in career, and usually this card does come up in terms of your career. Maybe you guys are deciding to quit your job and rely on a partner until you find another one that's better for you. There's a little bit of teamwork coming in there, but whatever, I'll move away from the specific messages. Either way, you're really thinking about where to go, whether you should carry on down this current path or whether you should just take a leap of faith and do something completely different. Usually when this card comes in, you're gonna take a leap of faith. It depends on your free will, but when you're already thinking about, I don't really know if I'm really happy going down this route anymore, usually I think it's because your gut instinct is trying to take you somewhere else. So serendipity is also here, so that could definitely be an opportunity that just comes your way, gives you the answer, or takes you where you need to go. This is what happens when we let go of our manifestation and let it come back to you. It's going to come back to you in the form of an opportunity. It's down to you if you take it though. All right, let's dive in. We have more cards for you, Capricorn, so let's carry on. Let's see, I'm going to just adjust myself. Hold on. All right, for Capricorn, please, this week. Gratitude is coming up. One more. I feel like another one. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's several there. Okay, you have a few messages. So the first one is gratitude, about making sure that we are being grateful for the people that we have around us. There is a little bit of support coming from your group outside of yourself for some of you, okay? And it's really about being grateful for one another. So you can see that they're cherishing each other here, and that they have a lot of blossoming love. So some of you, you're just being told to focus on gratitude, but for some of you, you do have someone around you who's a very special person in your life, whether that be a family member, whether that be a partner in your life, whether that be a really good friend who has your back, whether it's for you crying or whether it's for you succeeding in something. This person does support you. But gratitude can be about anything. Just being grateful for the things that we do have rather than the things that we don't. We can manifest in abundance when we focus on what we're grateful for, rather than if we focus on what we lack currently. There's a difference between a lack mindset and abundant mindset, okay? We then have passion coming in. So there will be something that you get passionate about. For some of you, there is something specific about a book, okay? Whether it's writing your own book, that can definitely be something that you guys will end up doing. Whether it's some sort of speaking All right, whether it's, I don't know what it is, writing in some shape or form, journalism, whatever, Capricorn, I don't know, teaching something, you will definitely find that not only are you passionate about it, but it will eventually pay off for you. Okay, with that woman holding a coin and thinking woman, it's like an idea and a passion turns into something more, but that's for a few of you. The story behind a passion card is really kind of about, don't worry about what other people think, about what you find joy in. It's not about their opinion, it's about whether something actually brings you joy or not. This princess in her free time reads to people who don't really have any people around them. She enjoys doing it, but that little local newspaper down there is about gossip, about her doing that, okay, because she's royalty, and why is she speaking to people less than her? But she loves that. She sees everyone as equal, so it's something that brings her joy. So don't worry about other people's opinions of what you find passion in. All right, you also have dissipating coming up here, which is a little bit of a reminder to not let your life waste away. There is more to do in the world. I'm sure Capricorns know this already, but make sure that you understand that you're capable of achieving in whatever it is you want to do. Don't allow time to pass you by. Okay. With that TikTok card, I'm sure some of you could be waiting so much on something that you're letting other things in your life. You're abandoning other areas of your life. So make sure that we are not dissipating. Okay. Allowing ourselves to just sit there on a chair, watching TV. Make sure you go and make things worthwhile. Okay, sometimes when we're feeling a bit crappy about a situation, it's completely normal to numb out. So the way we can escape sometimes, but this is saying don't do that. Replace those unhealthy habits with something much better for you, whether it's reading or whatever. You also have vanity coming in. I feel like this is more about, again, like maybe caring too much about other people's opinions of you, because that's where vanity can come in. This kind of feels like something outside of yourself, though, for some of you, whether you're dealing with quite vain people. But the story behind this card is that these very wealthy, very successful people are always wanting more, more, more. Like nothing that they're doing is good enough. So be careful that you might feel that way about yourself. So in a way, again, be grateful for what you have built for yourself. Don't, always feel like you need to constantly do something. I feel like there's a little bit of like a contradictory between dissipating and vanity. So the wizard comes in and is like, oh, you want more? How about I fill the room with water? And he's summoning more water, saying more, more, more. And they actually decide to, in the last moments of life, whilst they're, the wizard is filling up the room with water, they decide, let's make the most of what we have. And then all of a sudden he stops filling the room with water and he says, there you go. That's a lesson that you've learned here, is to make the most of what you have currently. So for some of you, you might be being a bit harsh on yourself, thinking I should be more, I should be doing more. I need to do more. I can't be happy in my present because there's always something else to do. There's always another goal to beat. This card is saying, make the most of what you have now. Okay. And they're very similar to the gratitude here. Okay. Just a little bit of a lesson. You might not be being vain, but maybe you're caring too much about what it looks like, what life looks like on the outside. Let's use this as an example. Maybe you feel like, you don't have a lot of money, but and maybe you feel like you should be buying certain, expensive brands, or you should look a certain way, or should have some things because everyone else does. Like don't sacrifice your stability just to look good for everybody else, for example, or don't sacrifice your happiness just because you're trying to excel, or trying to what's that? There's a word I'm missing here, but it's really to do with trying to kind of go and achieve like unrealistic expectations of yourself in this current moment. It doesn't mean that you won't have it later on. You absolutely can, but it's about, don't kind of be hurtful to yourself in the present moment that you're building yourself up. Okay, anyway, let's carry on here. I was gonna say my guys. Let's carry on, my guys. Let's carry on, my lovelies. Let's see, for Capricorn. Oops, you have balance coming in here. This says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Okay. And one more. And abundance coming in. That's amazing. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Write that down on a comment, Capricorn. That could be an affirmation that's very important for you. It makes sense with your reading, to be honest with you, okay? All right, let's dive into it. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's see your current energy. Okay, a few cards already of the moon, feeling a little bit in your feelings. All right, this could represent a little bit of your shadow side coming out here. Things are a little bit confusing for you, or a bit confusing for you, and there's a lot of emotional turmoil when the moon comes up. You have the Lovers as well, could represent a choice, or again something to do with a relationship. And the Knight of Cups here, very similar to what I said in the beginning. For those of you in relationships, some difficulty that you're going through together is actually going to make you stronger in the end. All right, but that's just for some of you. The Knight of Cups is again about vulnerability. Others of you, you're having to make a very major choice about keep pushing forward and making a decision to kind of be vulnerable. Like the message I get from this, the Moon card is really about keep pushing forward. Like don't stay in a state of feeling stuck or lost. The story, the Fool's journey in tarot is really about the Fool comes to this lake here and night falls, and all of a sudden he starts feeling sick. He starts feeling like his mind is going really foggy and confused, like he can't see straight, can't think straight. Like there's this weird energy when he's there, and he has to kind of carry on outside of that to get clear-minded again. So if you're going through the emotions, if you're feeling a bit lost and confused, and like your shadow side is coming up, or you're feeling more irritated than usual, granted, I see some challenges that you're going through, but keep moving forward, okay? Keep going forward. The same with the Knight of Cups here as well. The way that I relate to this outside of love is about putting your heart on your sleeve and going through something quite emotional to get to the other side. So I do see that there is going to be some sort of choice to keep moving forward, and I think it's actually going to pay off for you in the end, whether it leads you towards love, or strengthens a loving connection, or it helps you to become clearer about the choices that you need to make. Okay, let's have a little look. I'm going to clarify each of these cards. Let's look at financial constraints. The Nine of Swords, that's where the worry is about. Heartache, maybe you went through some sort of financial loss or unexpected pain in that area of your life. The Nine of Swords is about stress, worries, fears. The King of Swords and the Temperance. I kind of feel like, again, it could be someone coming in to help you. Could be an air sign, doesn't have to be, or somebody who's quite good at strategy and numbers. So to be honest with you, this could be like an accountant, financial advisor. I don't know who this is, but definitely is someone who's very logical, and that kind of goes hand in hand with any of these constraints that you're experiencing. You could get some advice here that will actually help to bring harmony into this area of your life. It might not be something that is a quick fix, but it is something that builds a structure for something more stable, and that's how I'm sensing it here. So you're being asked for patience, you're being asked here to have a strategy, okay, and get some help if you need a strategy, because it will eventually bring you to that sun over there as well, which is success, celebration, happiness. Okay, so this won't be a problem forever, as long as you make sure that you're getting the advice that you need. Allow yourself to rely on others if they're offering help, if it's genuine help, of course, and be patient with yourself as you're going through that. Okay, this Daughter Romance, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Just get one more. Sorry. Oh, we have Ace of Cups being here. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is usually my card of like fate, divine timing. You do with the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to speak to lots of people. Some of you are single, some of you are in relationships. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. A little bit of worry going on for you, I will be honest with you. Some of you are feeling very stuck in your current situation, maybe in terms of love as well. You're feeling a little bit trapped. Maybe you love to be alone. For those who are single, you love your own space here. Again, you are really trying to focus on building yourself up to be stable, financially stable. Maybe again, you're working on your career life, whatever you're doing. Eight of Swords is saying there's a little bit of a self-imposed prison here because you're feeling trapped and stuck, but you don't have to be. So if you're feeling like painfully single, you don't have to be stuck there. Are you really going out to meet people? Are you putting yourself in positions to meet the right kinds of people who share the same interests as you? You know, you can go to a book club if you like reading books. I don't know why books are coming up in your reading, but it's there because you might meet people that, you know, who share the same interests as you. So make sure you're putting yourself out there, because I'm almost seeing you are just as trapped as your heart is being trapped. Okay. I do feel like you're starting to understand this door is opening. All right. So someone might pique your interest. You do have the Ace of Cups here as well. So it does look like there's love coming into your life for those of you who are single. For those of you in relationships, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling trapped. I think you close yourself off when you feel that way, but somebody is clearly here who might be able to help you. And you're really kind of letting them know a deeper side to yourself. Okay. And this is divine timing. This is also a card about expanding. It's Jupiter energy. So it's about luck and expansion. So again, through a little bit of these fears, worries, doubts, when you take the blindfold off and see that there is a solution, it just might not be the one that you want, or whatever it is, I do feel like the time is right for this door to open now. So, all right, let's carry on. Capricorn, let's see what the TikTok card is about. You're wanting this goal. This is what you're wanting. This is what you're waiting for, is 10 of Cups. Feeling happy again. Feeling like you can finally see the sun after this storm that you're going through. This is here. Divine timing. It is coming in. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. Let's look at the leg up card. Ooh. The Devil. Interesting. This is a card about there being strength and vulnerability, and that you don't need to know everything to move forward still. Sometimes relying on other people, being taught by others, letting other people do the work is beneficial. This is Capricorn energy. For some of you, there is a little bit of a toxic trait or hyper independence that might be blocking you from moving forward. The Devil is also fear. You might fear that someone will take advantage of you if you are too vulnerable with them. Maybe you're scared to let people into your heart because of this hyper independence for some of you. You might be self-sabotaging a little bit more than you feel. Fear? Interesting. One more for the leg up card. Of course, if you're in a toxic situation, then of course don't rely on people who are abusive or are users, and that you know that already. The Two of Swords with the Devil is my favorite combination because it does feel like you're kind of conquering a fear here by making a decision. A difficult decision for you, I will say, but one where you're able to make it based on what your gut is telling you. It might not be one thing that you want to choose based off how it looks, but it's how it feels, because both of these have blindfolds on. So it's almost like this is not something that you can, this is not a decision based on how something looks or your choice. It's your gut instinct here, and you will conquer a fear. All right. This, I don't know if you can hear it. There's a lot of drilling going on in the building. This Thinker card, the Wild. You are going to make a big change. This is a new cycle starting for you that you are thinking about creating already. Like I said earlier, usually this card comes in when we're ready to take a leap of faith into something new, and it does feel like you're going to go in that direction here. What about the Serendipity? The Nine of Wands. Get ready. You're about to put an end to a very difficult chapter. It almost feels like not just when you're about to give up. You've been through something really tough. This is a wounded warrior vibe. So you've been through a lot. Maybe you're still a little bit affected by what you've had to kind of push yourself through. But this is like the last fight, okay, to really put an end to it. And it's coming through with serendipity. So this feels like a lucky opportunity. With that energy that you have as a last push towards success, I do feel like you're going to take a chance on a really amazing thing. Okay. All right. Definitely. You're going to take a lead. Okay. This could be like a new opportunity coming up, like in terms of like your career, to step into a really good position, like leadership position. Maybe it's just to do with your work in general, or just taking control of your life. Like maybe it didn't work out well in the past, but now you're the last push, and you are going to get there. Okay, my angels, an empowering reading, I will say. At least I felt like it. I wish you guys all the best. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know how it resonated down below in the comment section. Yeah, yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps your girl out. But anyway, I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right.